Hi guys, welcome to the channel. Now, this video, completely different from all my other videos. I'm sitting here on one of my two balconies, and this balcony is perfect during the day. It's in the south and the sun comes right across all day long, so it won't disappear until about 5 o'clock. It's 3:30, and if it's a nice day like this, you get a good suntan. So I'll just show you where I am. Now, that's a digger. There's a digger and a lorry there, and they've been there all day, and I want to do this video. I'm in the mood to do this sort of video where I just sit and talk, and hope you can't hear it too much. I don't think so, my wall's a bit higher. So basically this video is about what I've been doing for the last 2 or 3 months. You may notice I've cut way down in the amount of videos I do. Well, there is a reason for it. For about just under 3 months, I've been, for want of a better expression, I can't even think of an expression, I've been looking at my life, trying to look at my life from a deeper perspective. I have explained in an earlier video how I ended up, or why I ended up travelling, how my mindset changed due to an accident. I'll put a link to the video here, or I'll actually put a link underneath in the comments to that video. But I then went and set off and spent 6 months in the van, enjoyed myself, but just wasn't on my own, and it just didn't fulfill me the way I wanted it to, the way I imagined it was going to. And that's when I decided to have a go at something different like this for now. I'll talk about Thailand a lot, but I'm not going to Thailand today, but I wanted to get away and give myself time just to settle and see how I feel about the rest of my life, what I'm going to do with it. Now, throughout my life, on 3 different occasions, I took a notion to meditate. For no big reason, you know, I just believe that we should be happier than we are as people. We live our lives, we're in stress with everything going on, and people not to let down, people talking about you, and all sorts of, just life is just so difficult. And I thought I would like to come away and spend a bit of time just on my own and clear my mind, and maybe have another go at meditating. Now, when I tried meditating before, the first time I did it, I went to transcendental meditation. I paid, and I remember enjoying it, like I was getting something out of it, but life just took over, and I did it for a while after the classes, and it just drifted out, and life takes over again. I've never been good at sticking to things. And then about 3 or 4 years ago, before COVID, I took another notion and downloaded an app and got back into it, and never really got anywhere again. You know, you're fighting in your head with, does this really work? Does this do anything for you? So going back a few months, after being here for a while, it's hard to explain. Since I've got here, I enjoy it, but I've always had a bit of a knot in my stomach. Never felt great, you know. Like, I'm still looking for, is this what I want? And then you could be playing mind games with yourself and things like that, you know, overthinking them. But I decided I would start meditating again, and I also decided I want to understand meditating this time. So I watched videos about meditating, and then I decided to get a book on Kindle, and I read a fantastic book. I'll put a link to it as well. I'll put a link to any of the things that I talk about here, and it was about meditation. And then I read a book called Solve for Happy by a guy called Mo Gayat, I think that's his name, and it was just an amazing book, just absolutely amazing. His perspective in life and meditating, and not even know it. The first book, I've read 2 of his books now. The second one does mention meditating. The first one, it's about, he lost his son and it changed him, and it's given me a complete new way of, my mind has started to look at things in a different way than it did in my whole life. Also, I've never been spiritual. I've always said I'm agnostic, and towards the end of the book he gets into creation and things like that. He does not talking about religions or whatever, and he sort of changed my perspective on that. So I've sort of started to look at that too, and I have to say that it has changed my mindset. Spiritually, how I feel is not what it was 3 or 4 months ago. Now, you might think to yourself, this is a pretty short space and time to be making those decisions, but I never stick to anything. And with this and with the meditation, I'm enjoying it more and more and more and more. I've been meditating now all that time. I meditate 3 times a day, and I just love it. The knot in my stomach has completely gone. I'm more content than I've ever been, I think. Certainly more content than I've been in quite a long time. And even if it's placebo, even if just trying to help yourself makes you feel better, that's okay. Feeling great. So I've spent a lot of time over the last few months doing that. So I decided to let the videos drop off. There wasn't much to video about anyway. And now I don't know what I'm going to do with the channel at all, because I've sort of run out of things to talk about. Maybe I should talk about stuff like this. But for now I'm going to ease off even a wee bit more, concentrate on what I'm doing. I'm enjoying Spain more and more and more. I'm definitely going to stay to at least June in this apartment block. So this has been great, being able to get away. All your worries, all your thoughts that you normally have just gradually left me. And once I started to meditate and able to focus on what I'm thinking and how I'm feeling. So I hope I don't come back in a month and say, nah, that notion's gone. I also stopped drinking 3 months ago. Haven't had a single beer in 3 months. That beer was a problem or anything, but it definitely clouds your mind. And I just decided I should probably drink a wee bit too much actually, but I decided I was going to stop completely. I've stopped anyway for the whole period of time that I've been doing this. I'm sitting in this balcony every day now for 2 or 3 hours listening to music. Reading, and it's the first time, because it was always too warm to sit in the sun, so I've been sitting with these on a lot. And hadn't realised until about 3 days ago, white ears. I don't think they're white now. I've been trying to get them burnt. Snow white ears. And I got a good suntan that I hadn't realised I was getting. So I sit here and I'm content. I never usually sit somewhere for 20 minutes and I'm up and about and having to find something else to do. So there you go. That was an unusual keep you up to date on a travel channel. So we'll see how this goes down, maybe talk more about it in the future. But turns out moving to Spain, I think, is probably going to be the best thing I've ever done. And will probably lead me on to going ahead and going to Thailand in the not too distant future. But we'll see how this keeps going. Do an update in our 3 months. Alright, so we'll leave it off there. So from sunny Spain, where I'm boiling, that's sweat, and all the Spanish people are walking down the street and they've got hats on, coats on and boots, and so leave it there. Leave it off there. So until next time, bye for now.